BME Design Team is a unique program at Hopkins that supports hundreds of undergraduate biomedical engineering students in developing solutions for unmet needs in the field of healthcare. This year, I was honored to be selected as a team leader, so the first step of the journey is to undergo leader training through the 2-week winter course, Design Team Clinical Immersion. Our early morning was greeted with a sugary breakfast, while we learned about each other through our personal wake-up songs and emojis.
I am Zach Gold.
Then we learned more about what to expect from the design team program, and notebooks were distributed. The next activity was practicing making mind maps. In triplets, we analyzed the process of a morning beverage, and it was interesting to see how groups organized different elements about a shared topic.
Drinking coffee.
Yeah.
It's nice and short. I like your time frame.
Making iced coffee in the morning.
Making iced coffee.
I wanted to take a nap after class, but instead we met up to take a trip to the medical campus. There's a convenient shuttle called the Jimmy, which we rode in the good weather. Arriving at the ID office, we picked up our freshly printed badges and called it a day.
Jackson.
Rush. Renati. Aishi.
That was us practicing fellow team leaders' names through a lively group chant. The second day was also a full morning of learning and mind mapping. We redesigned the morning beverage thought process in order to better identify potential needs, and also tried the reverse engineering challenge with some popular technologies such as the Ring doorbell and Apple AirPods.
You said there's two possible ones. There's a lot of awkward front-door interactions.
It was a rainy day, but I was able to enjoy the honey sesame chicken I had prepared for lunch. Later that night, we met up on Zoom to hear a briefing about etiquette in the clinical space. At the crack of dawn, my immersion group met up to board the Jimmy that would take us to the hospital. Students were split into 3 groups, and we were the lucky ones given the earliest shift. While waiting for the arrival of our instructors, I sighed at the goodnight greetings of passing healthcare providers. We suited up in bunny gear and lead aprons, but I had already stopped filming to protect patient privacy. Unfortunately, I cannot show or talk about all the cool things I saw at the surgical shadowing, but trust me, the technology and research at the Johns Hopkins hospital is seriously top-notch. Immediately after getting back, my partner and I rushed to put our observations and insights down on a mind map. I also can't show anything here in detail, but we were quite proud of the analyses we made about procedures we had seen for the first time. Our 4th day was marked by the assignment of new partners in immersion groups. We were tasked with emailing the surgeons we were expecting to shadow the following week, as well as preparing research plans to help us better understand what we would be observing. No class was scheduled for the day, so a group of us took a trip to the National Aquarium as it was a special day where the usually $50 tickets were free. Waking up to a winter wonderland, my immersion group took a lift to meet up with our clinical lead. He gave a presentation about the challenges and opportunities in healthcare innovation, as well as a tour of his floor in the hospital. In the evening, snow began to fall again, but almost half of the incoming design team leaders demonstrated their resilience as we marched a mile through the cold to enjoy dinner at a little Thai restaurant.
We're at Bogey's Corner right now, guys. We're about to eat some what's it?
Thai food.
The next 3 days were outlined with similar immersion schedules. Each morning, we woke up early to greet hard-working Lyft drivers before the regular shuttle service commenced, as we were expected to be dressed and ready at least 30 minutes before the first procedures of the day. While I can't show any pictures or videos of the surgeries, you might enjoy these semi-accurate stock photos I could find online. The fellow who performed the surgery was even kind enough to bring us to his office so that we could interact with some demo versions of the various instruments that were used in the procedure. Lunch would be enjoyed with the other students shadowing the same department, who all agree that the staff here are seriously the most welcoming people on earth.
Have fun!
I had to show my appreciation on the last day by bringing the team a box of cookies I had freshly baked the night before. I don't think it was even snowing that hard, but in-person classes were cancelled on the last day of intersession, forcing us to share our reflections about the shadowing experience over Zoom. Then, my partner and I spent the rest of the day working on the final deliverable, where the 2 pairs of students assigned to the same surgery department had to collectively demonstrate their understanding through the production of 3 detailed mind maps of the specific procedures observed, along with a summary pitch deck. The second day of the official start of the spring semester was the true last day of our clinical immersion course. My team, along with everyone else, had the same idea to arrive early so that we could do a last practice of the final presentation we were to give. It was exciting hearing about the different experiences everyone else had shadowing surgeons in other departments, and a memorable way to end the clinical immersion learning we all greatly enjoyed.
Thank you for hosting us for clinical